So how much does it cost to sell a home?
Great question.
Hi, I'm Jana.
I'm Bree. If you are thinking about selling your home, it's helpful to know what the fees might include. Let's break them down as a general overview, but first a few quick clarifications.
It's really important to get an estimated net proceeds from your realtor. What we're doing will be a generic template of the expected cost for this region only.
Some fees are negotiable, so you should ask each service provider how much negotiating room you have to ensure you are paying for the best value.
Well, let's start at the top.
Escrow fees.
Okay? Be mindful that sometimes the escrow agent may be called a settlement or closing agent. It is customary for the buyer and the seller to each pay 1/2 of the escrow company fee.
In some instances, the seller and the buyer may pay both halves of the fee depending on what type of financing and what's negotiated.
Okay, so the next is title insurance.
Customarily, the seller pays for the title insurance that benefits the buyer, and the buyer pays for the title insurance that benefits their lender. A realtor may recommend a company that provides both escrow and title, or two separate companies. Oftentimes, a seller's real estate agent will want to order the title report in advance, and this is a great practice, and if they will want to use that company which they have open title with in the transaction, which is completely optional. All right, let's move on to excise taxes.
Oh, taxes.
Ooh.
Effective on January 1st of 2020, excise taxes will now be varied based on the sales price. Basically, the more your home is worth, the higher percentage you'll pay, and the less your home is worth, the less you'll pay.
Let's do unpaid homeowner dues.
Okay.
You cannot transfer the deed if the homeowners association bill is not paid up to the date of transfer, aka selling your home. The escrow company will prorate your HOA fees up to the closing date so that you can pay the HOA the exact amount owed during the time you own it. Homeowner associations may also charge for document preparation, resale certificates, and transfer fees as part of a real estate closing.
You'll also need to pay if you have any bonds or assessments on your property.
What do you mean by assessment?
Well, if you've had like a special assessment on your property, maybe for street lights or something to improve the community, you may have to pay that portion in advance, but you should know if you have a special assessment.
Also, if you have any judgments, unpaid taxes, tax liens, any other encumbrances that pop up on your title report, which your agent should be able to notice beforehand, you'll need to get that cleared before you transfer that deed to the new owner. That's why we order title reports in advance.
Well, let's talk about home warranties.
In some cases, a seller may offer to buy a home warranty for the buyer, or the buyer may make it part of the offer, or just buy one on their own.
Warranty prices vary depending upon their coverage and their deductibles, and is typically added to the closing cost by the escrow company.
Let's talk about court fees.
Court fees, that
sounds so scary.
But they're not. It's just recording charges, and those are charges of recording the sale and making it official.
Which is basically stamping. Let's talk about loan fees. Some types of loans require the seller to pay for some of the buyer's customary fees, or the buyer may have negotiated a credit for their closing costs as part of their offer. Let's move on to real estate agent and brokerage firm commissions. These are always negotiable.
The seller will customarily pay the commission for both the listing agent and the brokerage firm, as well as the buyer's agent and firm. You should discuss the commissions with any agent you interview to ensure you know how much each party is offering to ensure you are getting a great value.
Principal and interest.
So the balance of your mortgage plus any prorated interest in between the date of closing and the last payment or any prepayment penalties will also be added into the closing costs.
Wow, everything is prorated. All told, the above fees do add up, which is why it's important to make sure you have a great team of realtors like us on your side to help navigate all aspects of selling a home.
So how can you save some of those costs? Well, you can look at each and every one and see where there's room to negotiate. Do not be afraid to ask your real estate agent how much they're willing to negotiate. Ask us.
Yeah.
We love to negotiate.
That's our whole job.
That's what we do.
We're negotiators. It's not a movie.
If you'd like a specific estimate on the cost to sell your home, please let us know. You can call, you can text, you can email, and we will get you a personalized information that pertains specifically to your property. No obligation and no strings attached.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Hashtag Janice Sells Homes.